I'm one of those people that understands the impact of artificial intelligence, but doesn't understand the implementation fully. I understand the impact, but I don't fully understand the implementation. 2 questions. Who understands the impact, but doesn't fully understand how to implement artificial intelligence? Raise your hand. Okay, opposite direction. Who actually does understand the implementation of artificial intelligence? Okay, so we got about 90%, 10%. And that makes sense. So when they brought me the idea, I said, listen, I know of a group who's just launching off, who spent the last few years figuring out what works and what doesn't work in artificial intelligence. I want to put this into context. These are not artificial intelligence creators. These are artificial intelligence translators. That's a difference. So if you've ever sold a product in network marketing before, you weren't the scientist, you were a translator. You took a product that had 72 ingredients and did all these magical things, but when somebody watched the scientist, nobody bought it. They didn't know what the hell they were talking about. But when you shared it and you said it, you're like, oh, that's it? That's what you do? That's what I do? I got it. So they became my translators for artificial intelligence. And then I started introducing to my friends to translate. Because they don't have a technology, this is important, they're not competing against other technology companies on the platform. They're just translators of what, it's like doing a review on all the best different AI services out there. More importantly, how to implement it at a basic level, at an advanced level, and at an expert level. Make no mistake about it. You could say, I'm never going to influence, but if you say, I'm never going to use AI, you sound like your dad when he said, I'm never going to use the internet. And you sound like your granddad when he said, I'm never going to use a cell phone, right? That's what you sound like when you say, I'm never going to use AI. That's not even a remote possibility. You may never have a social media profile. I get it. But we will all be changed now, immediately, forever, in the next 36 months by artificial intelligence. So here's what I like. We have a group that's going to teach everybody that joins our company for free. Here's what you do with artificial intelligence to become a better social media influencer, a better runner of your household. Watch this, a better vendor as a small business. Or what about an expert level? Jump to the end. How many of you guys build teams globally of tens of thousands of people? Raise your hand. Globally, tens of thousands of people. Lucero's, you do. I'm looking at people that I know they do. Raise your hand. You do. You have teams of tens of thousands of people in the past. AI is going to change the way you build your teams forever. It's going to streamline your processes. You're going to buy all your time back. You're going to shoot a video, press one button, convert it to 60 languages, drop it out to your team. You're going to have frequently asked questions that's responding as you with your voice in 60 different languages, and you're cashing a check somewhere in Tahiti. If you're with us, say, I'm with us. They taught me that. They taught me that. That's how you're going to build your team for the future. So with that, I'm going to bring up 2 business partners. The first one is an awesome young superstar who's been hired by venture capitalists for years to give her millions and millions and millions of dollars to go get customers online. Like here's $10 million, go get us customers. So she knows everything you can imagine behind the scenes on every analytic of what a company needs to do, how they do it to acquire a customer on YouTube, on Facebook, on digital. You get the idea. I tried to hire her 3 times personally over the last few years. And for me, that's important because I only want to surround myself with the best people. The other gentleman became one of my best friends a couple of years ago. And there was never a lane for us to work together. And we never asked to work together. We just hung out and we had dinners and hung out some more and got each other in each other's friends groups and referred each other business and hung out some more and traveled together. And then when I got this idea presented and they said AI, I went directly to them. And at first I told him what I was up to, didn't land at first. Second time, third time, he's like, dude, I get it. I'm all in. This is going to be freaking massive. This will be unstoppable. So please stand your feet. Help me welcome the lovely Miss Aziza and Mr. Jonathan Foltz. Give a round of applause, please. Come on.
So when Nick first told me about this, he was selling one of his other companies, and he's like, hey, there's this MLM thing with commerce. And I'm like, Don't get yourself into something right away for just because you're bored, you know? And as he started to tell me a little bit more about it, I was like, holy smokes, this is powerful. And I am exactly the person that understands it because we have done commerce. We are doing digital courses and digital material out in the world. I'm the one that was telling Nick the statistics about what's happening in the digital spectrum for people learning, right? And because of artificial intelligence, that $30 billion that's in digital education versus in the United States versus $1 trillion around the world in education is about to be disrupted in a way that you guys have no idea. No idea. So that gap is going to widen to a degree that is insane. People are going to want to learn from people in their circles. They want to learn from their friends. And if they have the ability to be able to sell these things, whether it's social media, whether it's just a little game night that you have, whatever it is, they're going to actually pick those before they're trying to go to these education systems. Like, who wants to spend $100,000 when you can take a $1,000 course and have immediate results? When I was selling my course, I had a 15-year-old kid, okay, just to give you guys some context, because some of you guys are like, oh, artificial intelligence, it's too hard, it's technological, whatever it is. We had a kid that was 15 years old, okay, opened up his e-commerce shop, made $1.8 million by the time he was 16 years old. Raise your hand really quick if you guys were at our mastermind last week in Miami. Raise your hand real quick. A whole bunch of members here from the collective and people that were inside here. Okay, so Nick was like, make sure you talk about this one. we had a kid that was 10 years old, cracked $1,000 online, has a YouTube channel with 16,000 subscribers. Okay, and here's the cool part. Some of you guys, you're listening to, you know, these guys about doing the online thing and, you know, like basically putting yourself on camera. What if you didn't have to go on camera? Okay, I heard someone say really quickly, okay? You know what this kid did? He's 10 years old. He can't get on camera on YouTube and stuff like that. He can't do it. He's using artificial intelligence, faceless pages. Okay? Any of you guys can do that. And we're going to teach you how to do that. Here's the cool part. You could actually do 10 or 15 of them. Because the tools that exist right now can scale you. Okay, so how many of you guys wish you had more time where you could double yourself and you had a clone of yourself? Raise your hand real quick. I don't think I know a single person that doesn't wish they could do that, okay? So from right about now to from a year and a half ago, I am probably at least 200 to 300% more efficient. That means Jonathan Foltz. You can see I've had 30 companies in the past. 5 of our companies have been acquired. I used to work with the Secretary of Defense of Mexico. I like to go fast. And I like to expand myself. So theoretically, let's just say I like to be superhuman. Raise your hand if you would like to be superhuman and get a lot of things done. Okay, so we're going to teach you guys not just the skill sets that I've acquired over the years, okay? Not like Aziza that, you know, companies that are about to scale really hard and they're doing 5 to 10 million, they need to go to 50 to $100 million online. Okay, we're gonna teach you the tools and the mindset so that you can have 2 to 3x your output. What are you gonna do with that time? Raise your hand if you're gonna go on more vacations real quick. Okay, raise your hand if you're gonna do double the work and outpace your competition. Raise your hand real quick. Okay, so we're going to teach you guys that for free. For free, for free. Okay, because we want you guys to have that advantage. Here's the thing. I know that this platform that is being built right now is literally revolutionary. Because one of the biggest things that I know for a fact is that not only is it completely disrupting the way that it is actually allowing people to put people on a platform, but I was that person. My company, my e-commerce company that got acquired by a public company, I literally had to spend 50, 60, 70% of the price of my product. I was giving Facebook, I was giving Instagram, I was giving Google way more money than what my product was worth. That's crazy. You guys remember that video that we put up there? I felt inspired by that video because these companies are taking advantage of people. They're taking advantage of people, and this is the possibility now to allow individuals to be able to sell any type of product. I'm not gonna name the company, the MLM company that had a few rents. I'm not gonna name the company, But there was a big MLM company where I told a couple of the big affiliates on there where I was like, hey, this is the platform that you'll be able to sell any type of product. They're like, so are you saying that, wait, it's an MLM, but I can sell any type of product and then pretend that it's going very well. I can sell it in any other country and I can sell digital products and physical products that I like. They're like, no way this exists. No way. And there's payouts that they give right now. Guys, TikTok Shop is taking 50% right now and allowing and people are loving it. They did $10 billion in sales right away. Okay? Shopley's going to be doing it. Am I allowed to talk about the number that Shopley's going to be taking? Is that something? I'm going to do it next. Okay, I'll let him take care of that. But the price of that and what you could give these affiliates. And the thing is, me and Aziza, I'm going to give it to Aziza in a second. We're actually looking for an affiliate manager. We're looking for one that we want, but we're like, man, it's so hard to do all these things. There's so many different complications. Shopley is doing all of that. Okay, these freelance websites that were hiring people back in the days, they completely disrupted the world with how you hire people. You guys know Upwork and Elance, raise your hand if you ever seen those, or Fiverr and stuff. Those platforms don't exist in the commerce world. So now that they exist, this opportunity is huge. And me personally, I'm not just bringing our collective to be able to sell these products, because like now they have a launching pad to do it. And the cool thing is, I told there was one gentleman that he was about to spend $60,000 on a guy to make some residual income. I'm like, what's your goal? I'm like, you obviously don't know the space, so why are you even doing that? What's the point of what you're doing? He goes, I want to go to Europe. I don't want to have to do the grind anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. I want to go to Europe. I want to be able to travel. Which, by the way, if anybody knows me, that's what I do. I travel. I do whatever I want because I work online and I don't have to do any of that stuff. So I told him, I'm like, so why are you getting yourself into a business that you don't even like? I was like, how many business owners do you know? I was like, oh, Tony. He's like, one of my friends is about $20 million selling bicycles. I was like, boom. I was like, imagine you can make money just by providing an opportunity. You can never do that before. Like they were talking about, I don't tell my friends about Amazon, hey, buy this product. I don't make a commission off that. If I could just do that, that's huge and it's disruptive. And this is why we're going to teach you guys the skill sets of the future so you can 2 and 3X yourselves. Thank you very much, guys. Jonathan Foltz, big round of applause for Aziza.
Hello, everyone. First of all, fun fact, this picture that you see up there was generated by AI. I did not have a photo shoot and I did not have time to get a blowout like this. But hey, that's the benefits, right? So long story short, first of all, would like to say that I'm humbled and grateful to be in a room full of powerful individuals. And I'm very grateful to be in this room, to be one of the first people to learn about this beautiful platform, because my background is in growth marketing and there is a huge, huge problem with affiliate model. It doesn't work, it's broken, and it's owned by like 4 companies. And that's very sad. So not a lot of people talk about affiliate marketing, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the tools. We always have tools to do our job. So a phone is a tool, computer is a tool, software is a tool. We've always been given tools to do our job better and faster. Our tools just got an upgrade. AI upgraded every single tool in every single industry. So tools and strategies are always going to change. Think about when computers first came out. Those who adapted them were ahead. Internet changed the way we work. It gave us opportunities that we never had before. If you were there when Amazon first started and you were the first one, you probably are the richest one. If you were there when Facebook ads first started, you took advantage of that opportunity. And that's why we're here. We're the first ones. And that's beautiful. Social media completely changed the way we interact with people, the way we sell, the way we talk, the way we share, and the way we interact with products and talk about products. That wasn't here like 5 years ago. The way we behave has completely changed and it's going to continue to change. And with AI, no AI, blockchain, Web3, no Web3, forever changing. And it's exhausting to keep up with strategies, algorithms, and in technologies that are changing. But one thing that's never going to change is the ability of the way to influence human behavior and the human psychology. Power and influence and human psychology are never going to change. And that's why you guys are so powerful, because every single one of you have mastered both or at least one of these things, and that's how you're in this room right now. And you don't need to learn that because you're already good at that. But what you do need to learn is the tools that you have, so that way you can use your power and influence and use your knowledge about human psychology to be able to build teams that use these tools at a really high degree. Internet has made information decentralized. There is so much information. You open your phone, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, any app you open, you're bombarded with information. How do you know what information is important for you to do what you need to do? And you don't have time to sift through all of that and waste time. And that's exactly why we created the Collective. The Collective is an AI education platform and a community where we help you make sense of the tools and strategies that are out there that are good, that are working today. And we're going to continue to do that. And this is our mission, to upgrade humanity and to help you and your teams grow and understand the latest, the most cutting edge, and the most relevant strategies and tools out there, so they can go and do their best job possible. And that's what we're going to teach you. And that's what we're going to be continuing to put out every single time something gets updated. We're going to be there to help you take advantage of these tools and strategies that are working.